y'all, it's your girl Kno-Lane Shawty, keeping you in the KNO, and I'm back with another recap. But tonight, we're gonna switch these gears up a little bit and give y'all something different. We have Reality with the King, Carlos King, giving us an exclusive interview with the Puerto Rican princess, Joseline Hernandez, baby. And she is spilling all the tea. She's discussing love and hip hop. She's talking about how much she got paid. Like, we're gonna get into it. We are definitely gonna get into it because I am here for the princess, and I hope y'all are too. But y'all already know, before we get into this interview, we got to pay some bills. So y'all go ahead and take a look at this clip, check out the website, and shop with Gianni Nicole for all your high vibrational bath and body needs. And I'll be right back. You know the vibes. Our summer collection, Body Slushy, is still available only for a limited time. Try any of our 3 flavors and turn your bath time into a tropical vacation. That's my jam, made with real strawberries and chia seeds. Passports and pineapples, made with real pineapples and turmeric. And Peach Please, made with real peaches and turmeric. Shop gianni-nicole.square.site for all your high vibrational needs. Pause and scan the QR code to go directly to our site, or tap to stay connected and awaken your soul with Gianni Nicole. Okay, y'all, now that we've taken care of that, if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, you already know. Go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can be in the KNO of when I make a new video. Now, I hope everybody's all buckled up and ready for this road trip that we about to go on, because who knows where we gonna end up. Okay, I got a tank full of gas, and I'm ready. So if you're ready, let go. So we start in the land of Joseline Hernandez, okay? And Carlos is very excited to have her there. He's like, the girls are gonna gag, baby, when they see you. And of course, she looking cute as always. Got the little slick back ponytail. Baby hairs is out, okay? And she got the black dress with the diamond earrings. Like, I see you, girl. She was looking cute enough for me to channel my inner Joseline, okay? Y'all see me over here. We twins. We twins or whatever. So yeah, anyway. So Carlos is, he's telling her that, girl, you haven't changed since the day that I met you. And she was like, yeah, that was what, like 2011, 2012. And so he goes into explaining, yes, he was the co-EP of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And he said what was really going on around that time is that they had lost DJ Drama. He said that the cast was originally supposed to be DJ Drama, and she was like, "Who DJ Drama?" Like, he's like, "Bitch, you know who DJ Drama is." She said, "Oh, he must have been before my time." She was like, "Girl, he's still around." He goes into explaining to her, that DJ Drama was very popular in the early 2000s or whatever. In 2012, he was the shit in Atlanta, and he was supposed to be a part of the cast, and at the last minute, him and his wife dropped out. And she was like, wow, what happened? And he was saying, they just basically changed their mind. Like, everybody is not cut out to be on reality TV. So they declined the show. So Joseline showing up when she did was perfect timing, because they had lost one of their biggest stars. And, he was telling Mona that, it's something going on with this Mimi and Stevie J storyline, but, and this other girl that's supposed to be his artist. So she goes into explaining, like, exactly how did she meet Stevie J, or before that, they get into how good she looked when she came on set, and how Mona just immediately took a liking to her. She, came back and told everybody that was a part of the team that she had found her superstar, like, she found her replacement. Like, forget DJ Drama and his wife, we got Joseline Hernandez. And he was like, you remember what you had on? And she was like, yeah, I had on the all green Versace with the Manolo shoes with the 40-inch hair. And I was like, the princess is here. Bow down, bitches. Like, And he just cracking up, they laughing or whatever. And he was like, honestly, the show has not been the same since she left. And them is all fucking facts. All facts. Like I have said this in previous videos when I've done Love and Hip Hop reviews. It's just not the same. Like it still got a little bit of drama, and we tune in because we love Atlanta. But still, you know, it's just definitely not the same without her. And it's giving flat, like a soda that you left the top off and then don't have. So Carlo asked her, how did she land her spot on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? And she said that she was stripping at Onyx and she was managing a co-dancer's daughter. She said the daughter could sing, she could sing really, really good, and she was just, kind of tired of dancing. She wanted to be more in the management field, but she loved music. She said she really didn't want to be an artist at that time. And she said her homeboy kept trying to get her to sign to him. But she wanted to be more behind the scenes than, in up close and personal, in front of the camera. She was already doing that, dancing. So she said that she asked her homie GB, to help her find a producer. He was like, I know somebody, I know, Stevie J. So she was like, who the fuck is Stevie J? She was like, I was like 23. He was already in his 30s, had done lived most of his life. Basically, shading Stevie for being way older than her. It really wasn't that much of a difference, but still you know, she's saying, she didn't know who he was. She hadn't heard of him. And she was like, within about a week of meeting him, she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Um, she said Brian McKinney wanted to sign her way back in the day. And she said that when she got with Stevie and, let him meet the girl, he said that the girl could sing, but he really wanted to work with Joseline. He didn't want to work with the girl. So that's, kind of like how she ended up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So Carlos asked her, like, were you intimate with Stevie before, you started filming Love and Hip Hop? And she was like, no. She said, what happened was, after she did the whole introduction to the with the girl, wanting the girl to sing, she said, and Stevie said he wanted to work with her. She was like, okay. She said that he took her to the audition or took her to meet Mona. She didn't really audition. She said within 5 minutes of meeting Mona, Mona was telling her to go get 3 outfits for her green screen. Um, and she had went back, told her team, look, I found my superstar, and told Carlos to interview Joseline. He said sis came in there with the nipple pasties on. She had that high ponytail. She said I was looking like fucking Xena. She said it took Stevie like a week or 2 weeks to take her to Mona. She said, I didn't like him. She said, I thought that he was lame. She was like, and at that time, she was like, if you want to smell my pussy, you got to put 20K on the table. She was like, now it's more like 200K because this pussy is going up. Like, this pussy done got expensive. But yeah, she said that she thought he was lame and she was really thinking about how she could use this situation to move further in her life. She's always been a boss, always been an entrepreneur, always had that driven spirit in her to just want to go get it and been hungry, and we all saw it in season 1. She said that her and Stevie became intimate shortly after she started filming Love and Hip Hop season 1. She also said that because they share the same birthday, that's kind of how they really started hanging out and spending a lot of time together. They would always throw their parties together, get fucked up, have a good time. She said she always had a good time with Stevie. She never thought that she would have a child with him or like actually fall in love with him, but she did enjoy his company eventually. So Carlos asked Joseline, did she know that Mimi and Stevie J were still together? And she said you have to keep in mind that during this time she had only known Stevie J for about 2 weeks, like when they actually started filming. She hadn't known him that long. Of course, he told her he had a baby mama, he had a daughter, but he didn't tell her. He's saying that they not together. How the story go. So she said, and she really didn't care. She was like, because I'm thinking, shit, if he fucking with me, what he need to be fucking with her for? And like, you got you have to like love her confidence. Like she has always had this confidence. She's always said she the baddest little boosh. Like nobody is better than her. Like the way that she thinks about herself has put her in this position that she's in to be, you know, Jocelyn Hernandez. Like she has really made a name for herself, regardless of what people think. You know, if they think she this or that or whatever, she still getting to her bag. She's still collecting them coins and she's still being talked about.
But I mean, y'all, she did say that she thinks that Mimi is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful mother who's raising a beautiful daughter, and she ain't got no beef with her. So Carlos asked her, were the rumors true about the threesome? And she kind of like look off to the side, and she like, I'm gonna tell you about that in my book. Like, you're gonna have to find out. I'm writing a book, and I'm gonna tell it all. She's like, basically it's going to be a collectible. She wants to get up close and personal, let people into her life, and she's going to really tell her whole story. She said she's going to do like up to her 20s and then maybe again like in her 50s. So she's going to do Jocelyn Hernandez life story collectibles edition. Okay. So he said, well, was it good? She was like, I've had better head. He said, so she gave you head? She's like, Carlos, you gonna have to read it in the book. Like, we're gonna be missing out on great sales if I tell y'all what's happening now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jocelyn is definitely going for the coin. So Carlos switched gears a little bit and he starts talking about a particular episode that they were filming, and he said, that they was going into her childhood and they brought her stepdad and her mom to the show, and he was saying he just remembered at that time that Jocelyn was so humble. She was always on time, she was always ready, you know what I'm saying, for whatever they asked her to do. You know what I'm saying? Like she had I want to say good showmanship, or it I don't know if that's the right word that I'm thinking about right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like when it comes to being a team player, and just going over and beyond the Call of Duty, like that's what she was doing. And aside from like her fight scenes, her comedic theatrics, you know what I'm saying? Like aside from all of the drama that she was bringing, they wanted to include this scene to kind of humanize Jocelyn, to show people that it's a reason why she's explosive the way that she is. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much the same with everybody's story. Everybody has a beginning, you know what I'm saying, to their story, and whether they want to realize it or not, the past, which is actually the beginning, it shapes you as a person, and that's why we deal with the stuff that we deal with, because all of us are still little children, trying to make up for the things that went wrong to us or for us in our past. And he said that that episode is what they were trying to show, like a softer side, a more humanized side of Jocelyn. He said that the owners of the company at that time didn't feel like that scene would fit into the episode for what they were trying to portray, for the overall episode. You know what I'm saying? Because she was asking like, well, why didn't they put it in there? And I thought I remembered seeing a clip, or I thought I saw that happening in season one, where she did sit down with her mom or her family or something, but maybe they touched on it and we just didn't get to see it. But that's what he was saying, that that Mona and him and everybody was really fighting to get that episode aired, or that clip into the episode, but it just didn't happen. And during this part of the conversation, she gets really emotional about it, and she starts talking about the fact that her mom let her run away, like when she was, I think, I can't remember, she said like 12 or 15. um but Carlos is saying, yes, you are the way that you are because of what happened to you as a teenage girl. And, that's why she is so tough and needs to be able to, like put on this mask or this armor that she has on. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody beat me down. I'm not gonna let nobody take advantage of me. And this all stems from what was going on with her as a kid. She was like, my mama had six kids by five different men. And she feel like that her mama just didn't give her a fair opportunity at having the best life possible. So her running away and being in the strip club young, and all of these things that she had to deal with, It's because she feel like her mama didn't protect her. She starts talking about Bunny Bella, and she's like, my daughter's never gonna wake up and not want to be at her mama house. Like, she said, I'm giving her the life that I never had. She gets to go on vacation. She's in a good school. She's smart. She said the beach is right downstairs. Like, she has her own room, everything that she could possibly want and need, and she's also spending time with her. So it's not just about what she can buy for her and what she can do for her. She's also spending quality time with her, taking her on trips and vacations, letting her see the world, and giving her all the love and support that she needs, because she know that that's what it's going to take for Bunny Bella to thrive and be the best version of herself possible, because Joseline didn't have that as a child. So she's definitely breaking the mold when it comes to how she's raising her daughter. And people gonna say what they want to say, but y'all not in her personal life. Y'all don't see what she's doing every day. And I mean, the little girl seems happy, looks happy when we do see her on TV, which is few and far in between, which is another thing I think is good. She's letting her be a child, and she's not trying to force her to be on TV and, all wrapped up in the mix of what she has going on as an adult. And that, I think that that's really good of her too as a mother. But, she's talking about um how being a perfect person and being a perfect mother is two different things. And I can agree to that, you know what I'm saying, because nobody is a perfect person, but you can do your damn best, and with all the tools that you have and the things that you've learned, the shit you don't want to bring into your child life, you can be the perfect parent for your child. You know what I'm saying? Kids are always going to want more. Kids are always going to, be kids and have their opinions about different things. But you can say for yourself if you are a perfect parent or not. You know what I'm saying? Being a perfect parent means being able to make mistakes, own up to your mistakes, and fix those areas in life that need to be fixed when it comes to your children. So I can agree with that. But she just saying, shit, my daughter's never gonna want to leave her mama house unless she grown and ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's just saying that, Carlos, why we having this emotional ass conversation right now, nigga? You got me crying my makeup off, like she ready to punch him in his face. And so we go on to the next topic. Now, he says he remembers when she got her first official paycheck from Love and Hip Hop, and that she was so appreciative. She was so humble. And he asked her, did she know that Love and Hip Hop was going to change her life? And she said, yes. He was like, you did? She was like, yes. She was like, you remember when I told you I was an international superstar? He was like, bitch, you manifested this. And people was like, bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you crazy. And y'all know he right. Y'all, when she was first on season one and she was popping her shit and she telling y'all, I'm the baddest little boosh. I'm the Puerto Rican princess. I'm this. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this man looking whore? Right? Everybody was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought she was a man, and we're gonna get into that. Whatever. But also talked about how this was her first time actually earning a paycheck. Like, she never worked a real job. She always worked in a strip club. She always made money, but never actually got a real paycheck. And this was her first time actually getting one. It was a whole bunch of shit. She have been telling y'all she about to be that bitch. She was, and has always been that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? And look at her now. Y'all can say it ain't nothing, but I mean, she is really doing better and doing more than anybody else that's on Love and Hip Hop. Who else is still running except for Love and Hip Hop? Doing other shit other than Love and Hip Hop. Y'all, I'll wait. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Cause I don't keep up with everybody's shit, but I have followed Joseline. I have seen her. I watched her change from being that, you know, up under Stevie J thumb. Like, at first she was, you know what I'm saying? She always been rah rah, but at first she was still, whatever, this my man, whatever, whatever. She always knew he wasn't shit. She told Mimi at the reunion, I'm not trying to fall in love with him. That's what you and him do. I only want him for his beefcake and his money. And she been saying that. She been saying that. You know what I'm saying? So, she talks about basically that she been saying that she knew that it was gonna change her life, and that's why she linked up with Stevie J so that she could use this opportunity to build on what she always wanted. her own shit, and that's what she did. So he asked her what was her favorite scene um from season 1, like what had the most comments or whatever. And she was like the Hey Maid scene when she walked in, or when she saw Mimi sitting at the table and she was like, "Hey maid." Y'all remember that?
It's hot and
Yeah.
what's up?
Don't be touching up on me.
Okay. You're not gonna speak?
Hey, maid. I see you got on your May outfit like you always do. I don't blame you.
Maid
You got it clean.
outfit. I have on a t-shirt.
You got it
Get
clean.
the f- out
That's
of
what.
here.
Ain't that what you clean with? You need to buy her a fur like you bought me one.
Get this hoe out the house.
I could take your man again if I wanted to. Molly the maid.
Y'all remember this shit? Man, this shit used to be so funny. This shit used to be so good. Like, Joseline will have you dying with the shit that come out of her fucking mouth. Like, what type of time do she be on for her to be coming up with this? Like, for real, it's hilarious. So she looks over at Carlos and she was like, Carlos, you got on a t-shirt, so you might be a maid. He told my bitch, not Los the maid. Yes, Los the maid. So my bitch, I'm thirsty. Go fetch me a drink. Like, for real. Like, you got on a t-shirt, nigga. You look like you got to do some dirty work. She said, you need to tell him to buy you a fur like he bought me. Somebody, ain't that what you cleaning? Like, Joseline, she was going in. And Mimi capitalized a little bit off of that. I think she went and got some Molly the Maid shirts made or something. You know, Mimi been living vicariously through Joseline ever since she hit the scene. So, yeah. So she asked him, "What's your favorite scene?" And he was like, "Girl, it's so many. Like you got a collection, right?" And so he was like, his favorite scene was when Carly walked into the studio looking for Stevie, trying to shop that song. Y'all remember that damn Gucci Louis Prada, Gucci Louis Prada, nada nada nada, whatever the fuck she was saying. Y'all remember that song, right? And Joseline was sitting there and basically looking at it like, "Ho, what you want, ho? What you doing here, ho?" You know what I'm saying? They told her to go sit her ass down because Stevie J wasn't there yet or something. She was like, and Carly went and did exactly what you said. Carly went and sat her ass down. And she was like, Carly like a dog. Carly like a dog. Like she mean well, she's sweet. She's like, but she just do stupid shit. Like dogs, they piss all over you, piss on your couch, shit on the floor. She's like, that's Carly. That's Carly. Now the bitch look good. She look good. Now I don't know what the fuck she doing for her money these days, but she look good. She look good. I don't know what the fuck she got going on. Why she can't keep a man? Why she ain't got no husband by now? But Carly looks good. This shit was so funny. So Carlos asked her, were the rumors true about her and Rick Ross? And she said that since she has been on reality TV, she has only been with two men, and that's Stevie J and Ballistic Beats. And he's looking at her like, really? Because I remember it was a time she was like, no, Rick Ross and I were good friends. She said, I've been to his mansion, for a couple of parties or whatever. She was like, but never nothing intimate, never nothing serious. I never dated him. That was all rumors. He was like, because I remember Houston, the restaurant would shut down so the employees could go home and watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's how big this show was. And he was like, and the network celebrated the show because ATL was a game changer for the network. Like they had Love and Hip Hop New York and all this stuff, but ATL really broke the mold when Jocelyn Hernandez hit the scene. And he was like, was it hard for her because she was really their breakout star? And she was like, yes, because during that time, social media was just blossoming. It was at full force. People were able to comment and leave all kind of nasty remarks and say whatever the fuck they wanted to say and just tear you down. Like anything from your looks to your teeth to whatever. Like they was just coming for your head full force. And she was like, it impacted her a lot. And she was like, if in the beginning, it did affect her, but now she knows it's a part of the game and she don't let it bother her. But he was like, I remember when the rumor came out that, you were a man. And she was like, yes, and I posted my naked pink pretty pussy all over the internet. He was like, yes, you did. She was like, you remember? He was like, yes, I remember, honey. She said, Carlos, my pussy was so pretty and so youthful, so fat and so tight. Was it risky? Absolutely. Was I looking fine as all outdoors? Absolutely. Would I do it again? Absolutely. And was all the men and they women trying to get with the Puerto Rican princess? Absolutely. Like, yes, bitch. You who, man, where? Man, where, sis? Tell me where. She said, yeah, I was too fire for them. They didn't know what to do with me. And that you know, being the breakout star definitely trained her for to become the woman that she is today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kudos to that, Joseline. I am here for it, sis. I'm here for it. So Carlos asked her on the show, do she think that her biggest battles were with Mimi? And she said no. She think her biggest battles were with Carly because Carly was being messy. She said Mimi wasn't being messy. Mimi was just trying to figure out what her situation was with Stevie. But Carly was 10 years her fucking senior. Like, bitch, you old as hell and you still with the shits. Like, Carly has been in the entertainment industry for a while. She knows how to work with the producers. She know if the producers is dropping little gems here, dropping salt there. You know, she know how to pick that shit up and bring back and create a natural disaster. So she's saying that no, Mimi wasn't her battles weren't with Mimi. Mimi was battling with Stevie J. And the shit that was going on with her and Mimi didn't really have anything to do with her or Mimi, but it was more Carly. Carly was the one that was bringing the bones and digging up drama and dirt and all of this stuff. So she's like, now Carly look good now. The bitch, she's looking better than ever, but she is still a hot ass mess. So then he asked her, you know, how much did she make her first week on Love and Hip Hop? She said the first week, or the within the first week, she was making $1,500 an episode, and then she said by the end of that week, she'd been bumped up to 11,000 per episode. She said they just kept bumping me up. They just kept bumping me up. By the second season, she was at 15,000. The end of the second season, she was at 200,000 or 20,000. Um, and she said she didn't have to bring in her lawyers to renegotiate the contracts or nothing because she is negotiating and renegotiating her contracts herself. But she didn't have to do that because she was such a great star on the show that they was just bumping it up, bumping it up, bumping it up. Um, and she says now if she does the last amount that she got per episode or on the episode was $50,000. And that was the towards the end, I think, of season 5 or season 6. She said, and they still had to pay her for the last reunion that she was on, that she didn't actually attend, but she was in the building. She just didn't want to sit with everybody else. She didn't want to be filmed with them because, bitch, I have arrived. Like, I don't need to sit with y'all in this bullshit. Like, by that time, she was done. And she's saying now, like, if somebody call her, want to do a show and she's doing 30 days, it's 1.5 to 2 million for her to be there for 30 days. She is the highest paid VH1 star, and she still pick up bonuses, 250, $300,000 in bonuses just to show up and come to fucking work. Like, they pay her to come to work. Sis is getting bread, like long bread. You know what I'm saying? Like hoagie roll bread. Like, she gets stacked up. And Carlos was like, I mean, you are a smart businesswoman. You always have been. He said he was super impressed that she was negotiating her own contracts. She said she owns Joseline Cabaret. She is the EP. She is the writer. And she get her money on the front and the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is the number one paid reality star, and Bunny Bella is the proprietor of all of this. She said, so when I die, all of these businesses, royalties go to Bunny Bella. When she die, it goes to her kids, to Bunny's kids, and so on. And to me, that is the definition of generational wealth. I mean, she is breaking generational curses and building generational wealth for her husband, for her family, not just for her husband. Look, but for her family. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Like, is anybody else doing it? Is anybody else that has started in her position, did what she's done, and is in the position that she's in? Is anybody else doing that y'all know of? If you do, drop it in the comments. Let me know. But I'm just saying, she is on the right track. She's on the right page for getting what it is that she wants. She said, I own my ass, baby. I own my ass. Everything is mine. That's the difference between me and you hoes. Yeah, it's all mine. So he asked her, why did she leave Love and Hip Hop? She said, it was just time for a change. I needed to elevate after Bunny Bella. I had to move to another dimension. She said, I had to choose me. Even though I might make a little less money, on this end of it, to grow my brand, to grow my business, and to have a legacy to leave behind instead of episodic fees. I said, what, bitch? Come through with the vocabulary. Y'all be sleeping on Joseline. Y'all really be sleeping. Hit the fucking snooze button and get up, because Joseline is on to some shit, okay? And then she speaks on the actor strike. She said, look at all of these actors that have been working for years and years trying to build a brand, build a legacy, build something to leave behind for their families, so everybody ain't moving from pillar to fucking post. And these motherfuckers is on strike because now they trying to take AI and replace these real actors so they don't have to pay them to come to fucking work. But if you own your own shit, if you work for yourself, then everything comes to you. It's all yours. And that's the point. That is the whole point that everybody is missing. Say what the fuck y'all want to say. My girl is good. And she's getting everything on the back end and the front. Say what you want. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. She said $150,000, $200,000 in the bank. That ain't shit. I spend that in a day just on shopping. He said, well, did they offer you to come back? She said, they offered me everything to come back, to stay. She said, it's just, I had to choose me. They could have paid me $100, $100 million an episode. I wouldn't have done it, because what was important to her was the cabaret and owning and having her own piece of something. And that's exactly what she did. So, girl, yes. So he asked her about her relationship with Mona, and she said she don't have a relationship with Mona. She don't see her out in the street. They ain't never bumped into each other. She don't have no ill will feelings towards her. She said she thanks her for the opportunity. She thanked Carlos and a bunch of other people, and she said, little do people know, Carlos, excuse me, is the reason for Joseline's Cabaret. And he said that he don't tell a lot of people that, because he's really in it for the service and of serving people, and he loves to make people stars. He's not really there for the recognition to say, oh, I did this, I did that, or whatever. But 7 years ago, she called Carlos and told him that she was free, and they came up with the Joseline's Cabaret situation together. She told him to find Lemuel. He said he ran into him at the dog park, which was, you know what I'm saying, just alignment is what I would call it. He said that he ran into Lemuel. Lemuel was excited to meet Joseline. Um, that Carlos was the one that came up with the budget and got the pilot done for the show. So he is a major influence and a intricate role in the beginning start of it. He said that they scheduled a meeting. They flew her and Ballistic and Bunny out. Ballistic took Bunny to the room, and Joseline basically carried the entire meeting herself. Carlos was really just there for support, but Lemuel saw her vision. He saw what it was that she wanted to do and helped her make it happen. And Joseline was smart about it and said, I'm not signing shit until I go home and read it. And Carlos says that he feels like a lot of stars could learn from her. She got a cute little signing bonus. And Lemuel wanted to actually split that bonus between Joseline and Carlos, but Carlos said, no, give Joseline the whole bag. She deserves it, and he just wanted to be there for support. And what he really wants by doing these interviews is for people to understand the person behind the personality. And that's what I've been telling y'all. Like, Joseline is an actress. Like, she is putting on a persona to give y'all excitement, to give y'all laughter, to give y'all, oh no, the fuck she didn't, what the fuck she say. Like, all of this is an act. And there is a difference between the person and the personality. She is not her personality. She is her personality is a part of her, but that does not define her as who she is as a whole person. She still bleed blood. She still cry tears. She still, hurt pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a regular person like everybody else. So to put all of these demands on her as if she's a superwoman or a super being or whatever, it's just too much. It's too much, and she want people to understand that. She said she started doing reality TV in her early 20s, like she was 23 when she started. So she's been doing this for 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been in the camera. She grew up in front of the camera, so she has given you real pieces of her. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she is still a real person. um but she wants y'all to understand that she is not her personality, and that she been on camera a long fucking time, and she still look good. She still look good. You know, Carlos says she looks amazing. She does. She looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, you know, she had to throw some shade in there, and like, it's hard for a lot of bitches. You know, everybody can't do it like the Puerto Rican princess now. Everybody can't keep it in the row like me, because you know, they have a cute little laughter, little hand clap, little high five. You know what I'm saying? Like, Carlos is all about it. He's all about it in this interview. He is definitely team Joseline. And so he asked her, do she watch Love and Hip Hop? She tells him no, she don't watch it, but when she go on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or whatever, you know, she see the videos, she want to check it out. She said, cause I want to see my daughters. You know, like, I push them bitches out my pussy, like, all of them. They my motherfucking kids. As Nicki Minaj would say, you all are my sons. Like, Jocelyn. I love it. I love it. She said, "Yeah, I gotta check on my kids. You know, I don't know what my babies is doing, so I need to make sure everybody's growing and being fed and all of this." Like, girl, she said, "I have to check their hygiene and their jewelry and their shoes and their clothes and their hair, and just to make sure." She said, you know, because I taught them. I want to see my work through them. Like, I'm just sitting here like, bitch, I want my head to be that big when I grow up too, girl. I want my head to be that big, girl. She said these hoes know it. They know that she is mother. And, you know, she been dropping gems and teaching these bitches since the beginning. She said she been giving face for 15 years. She been serving mug for 15 years. She been serving fashion for 15 years. Y'all hoes been in class and y'all ain't took no notes. That ain't her fault. She taught the lesson. Y'all hoes didn't follow the curriculum. But y'all can't wake up in the morning without following her, trying to see what she doing, what she got going on. With, you know what I'm saying? Like, Joseline, she said she laid the blueprint for y'all hoes. And basically, y'all should have just learned from her. She said, you know, with having a good support system, her husband, Melissa, Carlos, even having Lemuel, these people in your corner on your team that's helping you and support you. She's used these tools to her advantage, and all of these people have helped her get to where she is. She's greatly appreciative to that. These other people could have been doing the exact same thing. That's what she's saying by saying, I gave y'all the blueprint. I laid it out for y'all and showed y'all how to do it. Instead of y'all talking shit about me, y'all should have been joining or taking notes so that y'all could be where I'm at. She said a lot of people gonna come and sit on your couch and cry and complain about what they deserve and how they supposed to be in certain spots and places in life, or you know, why they not where they at. She said y'all motherfuckers sound like Mama D. Y'all sound like Mama D talking about what y'all deserve. If you want it, go fucking get it. Get up off your ass and make it happen. And that's what she is doing. She said you have to understand that there's a time and a place for everything. Some people feel like they should be doing it right now, but it's a reason why bitches come before you. It's not your fucking turn. It's not your time. So learning how to be patient, learning how to be humble in your space, in your timeline, and where you are. That's basically what she's saying. She said a lot of people are gonna get on this couch and they're gonna cry about being where they think they're supposed to be. She said, I'm not comparing myself to no bitch, because I'm that bitch. I am the one. There's nobody before me. So I'm not in no race with nobody. I'm not trying to be in nobody else's lane. I'm doing my own fucking thing in my own time. And that's why I can sit here and say what I'm saying. She said a lot of reality stars cannot say that. And she is absolutely fucking right. She is absolutely right. Like, this might have been the realest fucking interview that I have ever seen, because she has done nothing but drop fucking gems and straight knowledge. And Carlos asked her, like, so is that how you feel about some of the women, like, in reality? And she said, no, I feel like that about all of them. She said this is not the time to point your finger at other people. Everybody should be taking accountability for their own shit. If you're not where you want to be in life, it's your fucking fault. It's not nobody else's fault. And if you was on reality TV before me and I have surpassed you, that ain't got shit to do with me. That's got everything to do with you. You need to learn how to work your bag. Y'all better learn how to use y'all fucking resources. She said Carlos is the reason why she got the cabaret. Carlos is the reason. She made one fucking phone call and look at her now. One phone call. If people believe in you and you believe in yourself enough, anything can fucking happen. She made one phone call and now she's 4 seasons in. She's done other stuff besides that. But she used her resources. Call your friends. Sometimes it's the right people and not the white people. She said she don't give a fuck about what white people think about her. She walk into a room, she Joseline Hernandez and don't give a fuck. And that's how we really should be. That's how we should think about ourselves as well. So then he asked her, what do you think about like actresses like Rashida? Do you think that Rashida should still be on Love and Hip Hop? And she was like, no. She said, I think that it brings years to her. You know what I'm saying? Like she looking older basically. Love and Hip Hop is running her down. She was like, and her man had a whole baby on her on TV. She was like, ain't no fucking way. Like I would have dug a hole and put myself in the ground. Like there's no fucking way. I would have divorced him or either this motherfucker would be locked in the basement. Like you will not be my husband in the light. She said, nigga, I would have had a whole funeral for his ass. He would have been locked in the fucking basement. Like, there is no fucking way that I would still be carrying on with you on TV and you have disrespected me in the way that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, shit, we still be married, nigga, but won't nobody know it. Your ass would be in the dark, in the basement, with a heart attack, dead to the world. But I'd be your wife in the house. She said Rashida is too pretty and too smart to still be going through this bullshit. Like it's been 20 years. Like get a job, get a career, get you an ownership, get you some good debt. You know what I'm saying? She said it's all about sex and money. Like she is feeling her sexiest right now. Then she's, more sexier than she's ever felt. She said her pussy tastes good, it look good, it's pretty, it's supple, it's just, everything about her just exudes sexuality right now. She said she was talking to Ballistic on the phone the other day and told him, babe, hurry up and get home so you can. Carlos talking about pound town. She said, yes. And my booty hole brown. And my pussy hole pink. Like, boy, come get it. And that's what I like. I am here for it. Joseline, tell your man, come beat it up. Then Carlos asked her, is she surprised that Carly is still on the show? And she said, no, she's not surprised because Carly likes to get money. Wherever there's a bag, you will find Carly. So, no, she's not surprised. But she is surprised that she ain't got no man. Like she ain't not locked down no husband. She ain't got no, committed relationship with no boyfriend or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So she said the box must not be right. Something must be going on with the box. She was like, y'all still friends, Carlos. Maybe you could get her a rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get a rejuvenation or something. She need to get that thing tightened up. But Carlos, you can send Carly right on over to the Pussy Palace, and your girl No-Lane Shawty would get that thing tight and right. Okay? I can actually get her a husband, get her pregnant, whatever she need. Just send her to me. Send her to No-Lane Shawty, Divine Umi at the Pussy Palace, and I will get that thing tightened up for Carly. Okay? She says that she's glad that she's still getting her money, but she think that it's basically time for her to pass it on to her daughter. Like her daughter's grown. It's time for Carly to hang up them dusty stripper shoes and pass the torch on to Jasmine. And she can be Jasmine's manager. And this is what I'm talking about. Joseline is dropping these real ass gems. Like she telling y'all what to do, and y'all just listening to the bullshit and don't want to hear the shit that she trying to teach y'all. Y'all have totally flunked out of class. I mean, at this point, it's given F. It's given failed. It's given you need to put on the dunce cap. It's given you going to detention at the school because your ass don't know how to pay attention and follow directions. Don't hate on the player. Hate the fucking game. If you done learned the rules and somebody giving you a whole cheat sheet, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know. So the last and final question that he asked her on this interview was, do she think that Cardi B has the career that she was supposed to have? And y'all, I am so excited to see how she is going to respond to this. Like, I cannot wait to look at the second review and then do the recap on the second part, because the first part was given, this whole interview was giving me so much life. Like, I'm so happy that I watched it. I'm happy that I reviewed it. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, share, turn on your notifications, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, because I mean, I'm trying to keep this thing going and I need y'all support. Y'all know how this thing go. If you watch my video, just give me a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. So yeah, that was it for the first part of Joseline and Carlos King interview. It's your girl Kno-Lane Shawty, keeping you in the KNO, and I'm out this bitch. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Long bitch, don't fuck with me, cause my money long bitch. I get down money, I don't play no games, bitch. Your daddy know it, cause he stay taking me out some bread. Bitches wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight, I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight, I tell you no. Bitches wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight, I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight, I tell you no. You in the wrong place, bitch, you know I killed you dead. Look at my stay low, I'm the baddest 7-step. You in the wrong place, bitch, you know I kill you dead. Look at my stay low, I'm the baddest.